Hello Reds, welcome back to the Watchalong. It's myself and Errol on duty today. Apologies for the delay. For those of you that keep in touch with our socials and our shows through the week, we've been advertising. We've been up at Hotel Anfield last night having a bit of an end of season do with partying with the Reds, and Tom's put the studio back together. So fair play to Tom for doing it. Apologies for being late. We're here, we're ready, and we're good to go, aren't we, mate?
Certainly are, yeah. It's going to be... feels weird. This is the last home game of the season.
Yeah.
Like, how are you feeling now? If you had to... I'm not going to ask you to grade Liverpool's season, but if you could sum it up in 3 words, maybe, yeah.
Inconsistent.
I'll take it.
Frustrating.
I'll take that as well.
And renaissance, because we've had a bit of a renaissance in the last sort of 10, 11 games. We've recovered the form that should see us in a title race, but sadly doesn't.
Yeah.
And there's only one team in the Premier League with a longer run than us currently, and that's Manchester City, and they've climbed that hill again and got to the top, and we won't talk about that. But our form is reminiscent of title challenging form. It's just a shame the platform we built it off was Chelsea platform, not Manchester City platform. But it is what it is. Better to finish the season like we are than a damp squib. The sun's out.
Is it a damn squib or squid? Because I always say squid because I'm stupid.
Tell us in the chat, because I say squib, it could be squid. Check it out, tell us in the chat. Google it and let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know.
Anfield's sitting there under the vacant sun today, looking splendid.
It looks like Rio de Janeiro outside right now.
I like it. Segue into Bobby. Rio de Janeiro.
It does, man. It does. The favelas out there, man.
It's squib. I was right, it's squib.
It is squib, okay.
Yeah,
See,
okay. What is a squib? That's the next thing for you guys to tell us. What is a squib? So Bobby's on the bench, obviously, and James Milner's there too. Two massive players for us. We've spent a little bit of time already today talking about leaving, but I'm okay. I'm okay where we're at today. I'll be sad come the final whistle when you see pictures of Bobby, because he will be emotional. That
he said he'll cry.
I might too.
So if you want to see grown men cry, stick around for the next 2.5 hours.
Because we might have to console each other at the final whistle. What's your thoughts
on Bobby or
on the whole thing?
On the whole thing. Yeah, it's a bit meh because I had a lot of expectations. I was really riding high in confidence. I felt as though we had everything to play for this season and every reason to believe that we could go on and do it again and potentially better what we did last season for a whole host of reasons that has not come to fruition. And it's been a disappointing season, definitely as a fan base. I think there's been an arrogance to us that I haven't seen under this Jurgen Klopp side that I don't think we had. This season, I don't think in particular we had earned. I think we was playing on the arrogance, or I think we had carried arrogance from the performances and the output of last season into a new fresh season, which I think is a really dangerous mentality to really dabble in, and we fell victim to that. And as you said there, yet there's been that renaissance, and I think it's a little bit bittersweet. I think Samantha Cockburn put that in the chat as well, and I think that's a nice one, because there are some nice moments coming in and around the club. And I tweeted the other day myself that Klopp in the last 4 or 5 weeks has brought the feel-good factor back. For a large portion of this season, I felt as though the fans in particular had lost a little bit of trust in that the players knew what was needed and required. I think we all knew what was needed. I think we knew in certain areas where we needed to strengthen. I think we knew mentality-wise what we needed to be doing differently, and we just looked a little bit lacklustre and a bit off the boil. I think we just didn't trust that we could see out a win, or we couldn't trust that we could game manage, or we couldn't trust we could keep a clean sheet. There were so many reasons why we failed to be able to fully put our trust into this side this season. But I feel as though Klopp has worked as magic in the last month and a half, 2 months maybe. And to be fair, the work's probably been ongoing longer than that. It's just taken...
Seeing the rewards.
It's seeing the rewards, exactly. And I think that is probably where I feel as though I am calm. I think we are getting back to having that little bit of momentum, and we can go back into the summer, or we can go into the summer and expect that the ship that everyone was saying was sinking, it's still there. It's still on its
it's difficult, isn't it? Because when you think it's your divine right to compete every season and you take your eye off the ball for a moment, that's potentially what you get, what we've done this season, in terms of you take it for granted that you will be in a title race, you take it for granted you will be in the last phases of the European Champions League. The moment you take your eye off the ball, and this is the great Liverpool sides of old, we're not allowed to do that.
Nope.
And this side is still learning how to do that. Listen, in any other era, the 5 years that we've had under Jurgen Klopp, we would be sitting here on a massive pile of trophies. We're just unfortunate we're going up against what we're going up against. this season should serve as a lesson for the football club
Yeah.
in terms of you have to have a reset. You have to clear your minds. God knows how the teams of the 80s and the 90s would get to 3 European Cup finals in 5 years and win 4 leagues in doing so.
Lots of ale.
Lots
of ale.
But to be fair, they did think you could just dominate the world by playing five-a-side football and drinking beer.
Yeah, literally.
On the coaches to the games getting slaughtered and stuff like that. But it's moved on, and in face of the adversity we've looked at this season, there's been two sides that kind of run away with it a little bit, and we've been miles off it. The last sort of 10 games have really been a prelude as to that this team isn't finished, and with the right recruitment, far from finished, I'd go as far to say.
Can I tell you something, mate? My favourite Liverpool side to me, and it might just be me, it might just be how I deep things, and yeah, again, I'm stupid. I accept that. We have this phrase or turn of phrase of underdog.
Yeah.
And when we're the underdog, we go on and we achieve things that people just don't believe that we're capable of achieving, and that's nice. I've for a very short period seen us be plucky and cocky because we've earned that right over a number of seasons to say we are there's only another team that can put a patch on us and we are of that quality, and that's also nice. But there's a fine balance in between those two where I think, for me, us as a Liverpool team, I think that's the best and the most beautiful version of our squad and our club. It's that humble Liverpool, and I think over the course of this season, that's what's happened to us. We've been humbled, and we've been humbled by external forces. I like us to be humble when we appreciate the journey that we've been on and the blood, sweat and tears that's got us to a certain point. I'm thinking back to, the disappointment of that Champions League final against Real Madrid, and, even that, you get yourself to that level, you're competing against the big city side, you're a little bit off it in terms of the league, but you've got something to fight for that's special, and then you just fall short at the final hill, and it humbles you. But it's like a really humbling where you know that you are...
It has been. Sorry to interrupt. It has been. European Cup final, we lose to Real Madrid. The next season we win it and we get 97 points.
Yeah.
And we finish second, which is insane.
Yeah.
We've all heard that one. The following season, he asks for 5% more and he gets it, and we go on and win a title. You've seen the gif where Mr. McMahon comes down the ramp, give it the old swag walk. We've actually gone out on the pitch looking like that before the game.
And that's what I was thinking.
And that was always a worry. And Ian Young, who I speak to quite a lot,
good lad. Big up Ian, by the way.
He says to me, there's a difference between arrogance and confidence, and arrogance bites you, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think that it's that sweet spot for me, because as I say, that's and I fell in love. Don't get me wrong, don't get twisted. I fell in love with I've been in love with Liverpool as underdog. I've been in love with us when we've been shit and been mediocre. But in terms of watching this full body of work, and you can kind of pinpoint exactly where you think that if we can harness that and we can extrapolate that across 5, 6, 7 seasons, we are consistently going to be a force to be reckoned with. And it might be for an elite footballer, that might be a really difficult mental place to keep yourself in. And we're only human, so we can only speculate.
I've got to interrupt you. Alison Becker looks wonderful in that chair. That's a super spot on goal.
Seeing fresh arms.
There he is.
I'm in it.
Right, guys, we are getting our signal long way via the moon, so please bear with us and don't put any spoilers in there. Just joining me and Errol along the way for the laughs and the tears and the sadness and the happiness.
Sync up. Do you know what I mean? Like, do us the honour. This is the last one that you're going to get from us, the home team, with your home watch-alongs this season. So do us a solid in the chat. Big up everybody in the chat as well, by the way. And if you haven't, do some housekeeping on the way in. We've got 2 minutes before we kick off on our match clock here. So
we've got 1,319 people watching currently. Big up to all you guys. Hopefully that grows. We've got 190 likes. It's just over 10%. Let's have a Bobby like fest. Let's get those
Brazilian
right up.
Likes, Brazilian
at least
flags,
50%
hearts.
of you. At least
I need
50%
to see the chat
of
filled
you.
from
Let's see it go. Come on, ramp it up. Let's see it go. Support the channel doing that. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, and a new kit today. Woo, donning it. New strip. Woo, throwback settings. I love it. I love to see
73,
it.
74. And also the Michael Owen kit, that one.
I think that was the first.
You know that story, what that is?
No.
They got themselves friendly with some of the dark scene around town, And a well-known, notorious figure used to do this.
Oh.
Told not to do it very quickly.
Yeah, can imagine. Even back then, you've kind of got to toe the line, haven't you, for commercial
remember
purposes.
Robbie on the line.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, you naughty boy. Yes, there's some Brazilian flags in the chat there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. And because I couldn't wait, I can't hold me water, I need to know, what minute you think Bobby's going to make his appearance, by the way, in his entrance into the game? I think
Bobby Bingo, let's go.
Bobby Bingo, let's have it. And I want your favourite Bobby goal to memory to date. And I will get yours just after we kick off as well.
And then when we got a pattern emerging, we'll ask Tom to put a poll on the YouTube of the three that we think are going to be.
We've got you sorted here today, you know. I'm liking
Big
how
shout out to Dan on
the
the socials, who's going to make sure you're covered from the socials perspective as well. And join us a little bit later for the last show of the day.
We've got everything, and we've got Mogai fan says 64 minutes, couple of 64s. Dickie Oi Red 69. Yep, 69 minutes there. Adam says 61. Codge AK says 80th minute, you're going to leave him. Starfall says 75th minute, scores in the 89th. Wow, big predictions there. Eric Binbag says, come on, Pool 4-1.
Eric Binbag, that is a great name, isn't it? Shout out for that one.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for getting involved. And do let us know favourite goals as well, Tom. Favourite Bobby got the dink off the post against City. Stiff arm and stones. Get off me. Yeah, that was one we didn't discuss in our off camera. But yeah, that is a very, very, very good finish there. Let us know if there are any other Bobby favourite goals that you can remember down the years. There's got to be a few. There's got to be a few there.
Big shout out to John Coates, maybe a Newcastle fan, but I love the banter you two have. Hope you get Champions League by finishing ahead of Man United. John, thank you for the shout out, and we could not agree with you more. It would absolutely make our day.
That's all I've been asking for. I don't know if you watch much Newcastle YouTube fan content, but I've been on a couple the last couple of weeks, and I've been asking for that, mate. Praying that
Do you
it's
know
Man
what?
U.
The Newcastle fans and Liverpool fans are of a similar ilk, aren't they? The cities are of a similar ilk, aren't they?
I can ride with my Newcastle brethren, trust me. I can definitely do that. So I hope that you get it, and I think you've been good value for money if you do. Oh, look at that. It's a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day.
Let's have a song.
We had the Ragamuffins performing this last night, didn't we? Quality. We are almost ready. Bobby hat-trick against Arsenal. Favourite Bobby goal, sitting down the Arsenal defence. I feel like that is going to be in there. It's somewhere. Stoke City winning ball.
Torreira flying across the floor. I didn't miss him.
Lucas just. I feel like you know the meme where someone just slides across and he just keeps sliding to different locations
off the screen.
It was definitely one of them moments. The goal against PSG. Oh, you might be onto a winner there. You know, you might be onto a winner. But we are off, ladies and gentlemen. It has been Aston Villa that has kicked off.
That's the first time I've seen in a long time where a team don't set the ball back to a fullback who smashes it diagonally. We do it.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, they've played themselves into a bit of a hole here. How do they get out?
They're going to try and play out from the back, but the press is intense, and it's Gakpo giving away. That's how they get out. Liverpool giving away a bit of a cheap free kick early doors there. Cody Gakpo, less than a minute played. Yeah, Live Bet says the Club World Cup winner as well. That's a big goal. That didn't even make its way into the conversation.
It probably should, shouldn't
it? Probably should. Yeah, you're right. We might have to.
That might be the one that sort of goes head to head with the Stoke goal because of what it meant.
Yeah.
World champions, World Club champions.
Come on, Bobby.
What do you think of the kit then, Errol?
I like it.
Spoken to you about
no, I really like it, mate. To be honest with you, I've seen it. And not only do I like the home kit, it is for me, and I'll say it now. It's a kit where you're going on to do some serious bits in the league. When you wear a kit like that, and you say, "Oh, all Liverpool kits look the same." They don't. Like there are certain Liverpool kits that are just destined for greatness, and I feel like that's one.
Do you think a kit's defined by what you win in it?
No, because in my lifetime, we've, you know, I've nearly spent 30 years of not winning.
A lot of kits,
a
not
lot
so
of
many
kits. I'm
trophies.
not saying not seen many trophies, but not seen the biggest of trophies. Do you know what I mean? So only probably, you know, 3 kits that you've won the biggest honours in.
Is he off? Flag stayed down.
Stayed down. Diaz, and it's
up
gone up. Now
he's
it's
already
gone
had
up.
a touch. Why is he so late? I hate that. You know, someone's going to get injured doing this, aren't they?
Yeah, he just takes
Sorry,
a touch. No, it's
back to
okay.
your kits, mate.
No, it's fine. Diaz there just gets a ball played over the top. And
That's
he's just
close.
offside.
It's
Yeah,
not the guy that's closest to him. It's Tyrone Mings that was probably.
his touch lets him down anyway. His touch takes him way outside the box. But there's Klopp there, not. It's a bit. I think that's an extra little bit of a kick in the teeth, that as well. Like, it's a bit disrespectful.
I think that's an FA kick in the nuts.
Yeah.
Because it's the last home game of the season. How do you hurt a manager that shouted at one of your officials?
Yeah.
You don't make him available for a game that means so much to the fans, because we're going to quite rightly.
And there's got to be a foul in there. Thank you.
And there is. Diaz fouled there, brought down just
In
to
the
start our own
centre
half
circle,
and
yeah.
we build again. Yeah, I think it's the timing of it's dreadful. They've got the timing of some of these punishments really strange, because the Ivan Toney one's an interesting timing as well, isn't it?
That's sad as well.
There it is.
I don't even want to get into the debacle about how the FA adjudicate their disciplinary shit.
Joshua Law, who's been a member for 24 months, winner versus PSG with the eye celeb, is definitely the best. Hard to argue that. Last minute and all.
And it sets us up. That sets us up, man, to go on to do a madness. It really does. It really does.
I do like that kit, you know.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on the kit then? Because
I love it. I like the throwbacks as additional kits.
For you, is it a barometer of the kit with what you go on to win in it? Because we're of different generations. Clearly, I'm your older brother, so.
Oh, I love that. Thanks, mate. No, it isn't. Largely because we won everything in every kit we ever wore when I was a kid. You know what I mean? And times have changed. You know, kits are so expensive now. I think it's about 150 quid for that shirt now, isn't it? So, as good as it is, and it is a lovely kit. It's a real throwback and it's traditional. It's lighter than the previous
Curtis Jones
ones.
taking the absolute souls. Hey, bro.
Go on, Jordan, throw it at him. Yeah, it's a lovely kit, mate. It's a real good throwback. I love those throwback kits. They work really well for me.
And that's got to be a foul. Thank you.
That's actually a yellow card.
Thank you.
Push someone to the ground with 2 hands. Matty Cash.
Literally, yeah. Literally just... And then puts his hands up as if to say...
Wasn't me, ref.
Wasn't me. Who else was it then? You... Yeah, it looks like the Owen or the Ince kit. Yeah, it does. Yeah, got the 97 kit, almost identical, fella.
It's a lovely kit, that really is, man.
How, again, this is my... Obviously, just while we're on the topic of this, how well do you think Nike have done? Do you think they've stepped up to the plate delivering?
We did a show on this probably 6 months ago where we ranked them. Nike didn't finish in the top 3, or if it was third. We largely agreed that Adidas, when we had Adidas, were different class.
Yeah. Oh, head injuries there. Who's that? We've got a number 11 down. Is that
Verge? Is it Verge? Yeah, it's
oh,
Verge.
bloody hell.
And we've got a bit of head support going on here. Ollie Watkins is
down
taking one as well.
There's a break in play, ladies and gents, as Verge and it looks like Ollie Watkins have collided into each other, both receiving some head treatment here. Let's see the replay. Oh, yeah. He just throws his head back. Again, it's not unintentional. He just gets caught between the two. That is a nasty one. He's able to move it himself, though, without any assistance, and he's getting back up to his feet. Both players look as if they're about to get back up to their feet, which is a good.
Virgil's a unit, and he's going to take a bit more than that, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's still never. You got to be so careful with those head injuries.
Yeah, so Adidas was first.
Yeah.
I think New Balance did some half decent kits, you know,
I think
especially the one we won the
up.
league in. The throwback today stepped up really well, and ironically enough, the sort of marker colour ones, the like little highlighter colour ones, the yellow one and the orange one, they've had some good press too. This is better from
Nike, yeah.
The green one. That's the season is beautiful,
and we didn't wear it enough. I think we only wore it 4 times or some shit like that. That is, we should have binned off that horrible white and blue one halfway through the season and just used the 3rd one as our away kit. Because that away kit, that's the nicest kit that Nike have done for us to date. Obviously, you can see the home kit here, and that's of a different level. But I'm talking of the alternative kits. For me, don't get me wrong, I think they've done all of Ali's kits have been nice, but I've never been a keeper, so I don't really like buying a goal.
Keeper kits, now you're talking keeper kits, when they came out they were horrendous, but as we've got older and Adidas Predator's become more of an iconic brand, the kit that David James wore with the tiger stripes on, the orange and the purple one, they're like 200 quid second hand to buy.
No, madness, isn't it? Mad. But yeah, I say from a keeper perspective, I've never been able to really get beer, and I like the look of them. I've had our baby in a couple of keepers kits because I feel like it's different when they're a little bit younger. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Let us know what your favourite night kit is as well, by all means, in the chat. Or
tell us what your favourite kits are. We'll do a bit of a straw poll on that too. Both teams looking to get a foothold in the game, not really too much. Obviously the head injuries of Bray Curtis doing bits on the wing there. Loses out. Ball played inside.
Quick
Looks like
well,
Bailey's picked up and he is quick. He pushes it too far and that will be what's the line? It's a corner.
Whoa, Errol, Trick Josh says, Errol, can you name a Liverpool first team out of the transfers that we couldn't get over the line in the past 10 years? The clock starts now. Yeah, I probably could. You're probably looking at Jack Butland in goal from a defensive position. And what defensives have we been linked to in the last 5-10 years? Who haven't we been linked to at some point?
Gabriel Heinze.
Bloody hell.
We went for him. Manchester United took him to court and prevented him from signing for us.
But we're talking now. Striker, midfield, you're going to have Fekir, you're going to have Bellingham, you're going to have who else? De Hood from Dortmund before he went there. Wingers, you're going to have Royce, you're going to have...
Yeah, Royce. Sign Royce.
Yeah, sign Royce every single season. There's a few in there, I'm sure there is. I've probably got 6 or 7.
Linked with Mbappe. But Nike was out to sign Mbappe, will they pay his wages and all that stuff?
We've had loads.
Yeah. So
Manchester United are potentially winning 1-0 already as well. We've got, Copper Polanka in the chat there as well. There was Loic Remy at one point. There was a few players that have been so close to being signed that we haven't got over the line. And it's a shame. But you know what? Julian Brandt is another name that was heavily linked with us.
So he was going to sign, and then the analysts and the team went to Klopp and said, "No, you need to look at Mo Salah."
Mo Salah said,
He said, "Let's look at Mo Salah," and the rest is history.
There's Diaz cutting in. Shots blocked.
Good block by Cash.
He wanted to cut in just off that left-hand side.
Bailey was going to go back again. It'll probably be emptied out, cleared. Yeah.
Yeah, they cleared the lines there.
Well held up by McGinn. A little bit of a scrappy one there, and the referee says
eventually he lets him press him. He lets him dispossess him of the ball, and then he decides to give McGinn moaning. R.I.P. Fekir. Yeah, Werner as well. Willian, others. Yeah. Eriksen's another one. Eriksen was due to come to us, and then Tottenham literally pinched him off us.
RYSWA 4.99 super chat. Don't get me wrong, the night kits have been beautiful, especially next season's, but this is the second style retro kit they've done. Let's make new kits. I get that, but the retro kits, because of our heritage, really do well, don't they? Hitchin Baz, thanks for your super chat. Greatest Bobby goal was the one versus Stoke in 2017. Ball over the top of defence, half volley from 25 to 30 yards, top right hand corner, a true legend. Come on, you Reds.
Yeah, it's one of my favourites, definitely. Yeah, you see some of the concept kits that you get online at the minute, don't you? Think, bloody hell, why haven't you got a job with any label really? Because some of the concepts that I've seen,
amazing,
have been unbelievable.
I speak from someone who likes sort of retro throwback kits, but there's a place for nice new concepts. We've picked up the green one, which is amazing.
Yeah. That is my favourite. That literally is my favourite.
The sort of mad disco thing, makes your eyes go mad kit.
I'm not a fan.
That's questionable, that one, isn't it?
The one from this season, the away one, not a fan.
Not a fan of that. I'm going to get caught out here one of these days doing this. Chop down the line there. Robertson flattens Bailey.
Living day. And there's a little bit of...
Emery's gone apathetic there on the line. Oh, nice try from Gakpo. Do you know what? It's scrappy at the moment, isn't it? It's been lots of this.
There's no real pattern of play going on at the minute. Aston Villa look to try and get out. Curtis Jones holds him off, does all right, but they do spray the ball over the top. It does go out. He looks all right.
Well.
Yeah.
I nearly said Wally Hopkins, and that'd been funny, wouldn't it?
I've been caught out to it.
The best one I've heard this season is Lank Frampard. Isn't that amazing?
Lank Frampard. Yeah.
Alaba was linked with us for a while. You're quite right.
Is that before he went to Real Madrid, was it?
Yeah, because he was available on a free. He said he wanted to play midfield, went to Real Madrid and played
Ended
defence.
up, centre back.
Nice one.
Militao as well.
Same as Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling said,
meant to have come,
I won't stay at Liverpool because I want to play through the middle. And then he went to Manchester City and didn't play through the middle. Make it make sense. Beth McCard, £2 super chat. Green one this season is fab and my fave so far. We've given that loads of...
You've got taste, girl. You've got taste. I like it. And that's going to be a free kick. No card.
That's his last one before he gets a yellow for sure. If he doesn't get one this time, he'd be very lucky.
Is that McGinn
That's a horrible
again?
challenge.
Yeah, is that McGinn again? He's getting spoke to there, Fab.
Yeah, that's a horrible challenge. Simao Sabrota was linked for 4 years under Raf. He was linked every single time the transfer window.
Julian Draxler, yeah, was linked heavily at one point as well.
His career never really
He never really took off, did it? No. Went to PSG and just become media. That's what happens if you go to other clubs. Yeah, if you want to be a legend of this footballing thing, you need to come to Liverpool at some point in your career.
Seems to be a developing conversation here. RYSWA £4.99 super chat. Once again, thank you very much. The kit instantly reminds me of Keegan and Tosh lifting the cup. New kits make new history. Absolutely, they do. I couldn't agree with you more. But it is nice to remember. I'm going to keep banging this drum, and I'm not falling out with anyone on this, but it is nice to remember the halcyon days of years gone by and try and resurrect some memories.
Oh, Liverpool having to clear the lines there. Big kick.
But in equal measure. Diaz chasing him down. Got enough in the back pass back to Martinez. Launches the ball back up the field. A slip there from... Who's the slip from? Curtis Jones on the right hand side. I like this rotation when we're moving it around a little bit, you know.
Someone just said that I can't believe there's no love for the Ekru kit. The new one, another throwback, but well done. That was alright last season, to be fair.
There's that much love for the Ekru kit.
We did a whole
friend of the channel, Jimmy Cully, went and did a documentary on it.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that, jump on our channel and have a look. It's an interesting watch. The story of how it all came to be, how Wade Smith's director of Bayern made Reebok move to a world of Ekru, and how it became a football kit. It's really interesting. Check it out.
And there's a throw in that's going to go long into the box. Virgil van Dijk deals with it, comes back into the box, and Alisson. Safe hands, safe pair of hands. Balls absolutely.
Diesel thinks you need to cheer up a bit, mate.
Cheer up, man. It's an emotional day, yeah. I'm trying to hold together.
I can attest that Errol is fine.
Yeah, I'm in a good spirit.
We're just a bit pensive because it's a sad day in our history that someone like Roberto Firmino, not the player, the man as well.
I could have told you a funny story at the time that I met Bobby.
Is it not for him?
No, it is. It's not an inappropriate.
Well, enlightened, isn't it?
I used to do a little gig in one of the very popular Brazilian themed. It's a Brazilian themed restaurant in Liverpool Town Centre. And after big home games, this is pre-COVID, the Brazilian cohort of the team would go and have a restaurant with the families and the wives and the girlfriends. And as part of the thing that I didn't look like the Errol that you get to see here on the Watchalongs. And I think he was all a little bit freaked out. Okay. I know it wasn't no mad drag or nothing like that before you get it twisted. Like, I was very much still a man. But like it was just one of those kind of in-your-face acts, and I got a couple of pictures with them and stuff like that. They were lovely guys. I don't think Coutinho or his kids were a fan, but Bobby's seen the funny side of it. And
Bobby's very out there fashion-wise and eccentric lifestyle-wise, isn't he, as well? So I get that. He used to eat it. Remember Cow, the steakhouse?
Yeah, the steakhouse.
He used to eat a lot. That's from Argentina, that steak, isn't it? So,
yeah.
That must be hard for him to sit up there like that, you know, because he's a man who kicks every ball and wears everything that we do, doesn't he? YOLO for life. You only live for life. My favourite Bobby goal is against Arsenal in 2018. He loves a goal against Arsenal, doesn't he?
It was inevitable. Literally, you just knew. You throw Bobby into the Arsenal fire, and he will produce.
100%. Another foul. It's a very bitty game. Last 3 games, the last first 10, 15 minutes, been stop, start, free kick, foul. No rhythm. It'll come. And Bobby gets his goal today. Khalid Majid. Hi guys, quick question. If we get 5th and Man City win UCL, do we get Champions League place next year? No, unfortunately not. When this happened, when we won it and we got into 5th place, they shut that loophole down. So unfortunately we can't have that. 5th place is Europa League, unfortunately.
It's 3,000 of yous watching, and only nearly 600 of yous have liked it.
Wow.
You're not liking it for us today, ladies and gentlemen. You're liking it for Bobby Firmino. So if you're a Liverpool fan, that's appreciated. What Bobby Firmino has done for this club over the years. I know what thing I would be doing next. Dropping a like.
Thoughts on the game so far, mate?
Well, I was just about to say that. It's Potter says...
Oh, hang on. The flag stayed down. Can you play anyone in?
No,
Look at the way he looks after the ball.
Good feet. It's like having Genie that little bit more further up the pitch. It's Potter turned around and said, I've been in a mad rush, have I missed anything? And the answer to that is no. 17 and a bit minutes played on our screen here. And if I'm being honest with you, there's not really been any pattern of play so far. Things haven't really settled. It's been a little bit bitty. There's no real open chances that have been produced. Oh, Refi, you'd already lost the ball, Refi. You'd already lost the ball. He's absolutely had you off.
It was a Trent foul earlier on in the move. I think he's called him up for. It's here, watch. He didn't touch him.
He's already lost the ball.
He didn't touch him there either.
He's already lost the ball,
Oh,
Ref, come on. Yeah, David Roberts says, I've liked, lol. Thank you. Appreciate that.
878 likes. We're in the 18th minute. Let's get to 1,000 before the 20th minute. Go on, that's your challenge. Do it for Bobby.
I don't think they've got it in them. They haven't got the cojones. They're not made. They're not built like that. I've been here all season, so I know what you're capable of, but I know you ain't built like that these times. And there's Verge. Clean his hands. Yeah, so many fouls. Do you see this suits Aston Villa, not allowing Liverpool to really get into any real rhythm. It really does suit them. It's a good job we've got plenty to talk about today, because the football and the quality of it has been... Oh. Well, you've got 60 seconds to find another 30 likes.
Go on,
and prove
27 likes. Prove Errol wrong. Go and do it now. Press 19. Do it. Come on, 1,000. 1 minute to do it.
Yeah.
We're going to do it, Errol. They're going to prove you wrong.
Yeah, I feel like they are.
There you go. Errol owes you an apology.
Oh, I said I knew what you were capable of, and I do apologise for ever doubting you. Come on. Drop the like. I see you, Errol. Thank you, Hybrid Gorilla. I see you too, brother. Or Sistren, whichever. Liverpool holding on to the ball. Spraying the ball out wide. I haven't seen much of Salah yet.
No, and Hendo's on the ball into... And there is Salah.
And he's been dispossessed, and he's trying to fight it back, but there was two of them.
Do it. And inside to McKinn, who plays
really
the ball
incisive.
Across. It's a superb ball, to be fair. What a tackle that is.
Big tackle.
What?
Whoa.
He's given a penalty.
Hang on a minute.
No.
Hang on a minute. And a yellow card.
And a yellow card. This has got to be checked by VAR. Looked like a good tackle.
I don't really want to go to the chat right now.
No.
He's onside. There's no doubt about that. The recovery pace is good. Does he get the ball?
Does he get the ankle?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, fuck's sake.
It's a penalty. I don't think you can argue that. No, fuck.
Doesn't get any of the ball, does he?
No.
Oh,
it's the trailing leg, isn't it? Not the script we wanted to write, eh?
And not the script I'd have been writing. He's saying, I don't... All Jürgen can do is talk in his... yeah, I hear you. Okay, I'll let them know. He said, don't worry, Alisson's in goal. He knows how important today is. He's got this. See, we decided to get comms.
Then he said, you're kidding. 30% likes out of 3,300 people on the Redmen stream today. What's that all about?
Ooh.
30%.
I know, I'll tell them. Don't worry. Telling you. That is a nice kit as well. See, when you fuck with green, I don't know, something about green slowly become one of my favourite colours, you know. I think, what, you've not had the favourite colour since you've been a kid? No, I haven't. But right now, we do bits in green. Come on! Whoop, whoop.
Yes!
Oh! He doesn't find the target. He doesn't find the target.
Wow.
That could be the little bit of momentum. That could be the little kick up the arse that Liverpool need, because we've not really started this game in the manner in which I was hoping or expected.
We have a super
He's
chat.
overran it again.
Trick Josh says, Errol, when Bobby comes on, what are the chances of the Bobby song being sung right until the end of the match? I hope it is. But we did 15 minutes of it midweek, which was insane. I think there'll be plenty more.
Plenty. Speaking of songs, can we get a song? I think we
want?
deserve one now. We love you, Liverpool. In English, we love you, Liverpool. We'll do.
Tried to find me, love you, Liverpool, baby.
Not really tested Emi Martinez. Whoa, he's fuming. He's fuming. Not tested his goal yet. Yeah, Judith says we need to wake up. I completely agree.
Song for Cockburns, that's for the Verge song. We'll get that when this one finishes. We'll have a few little songs.
And they're through again here. But Virgil van Dijk gets his foot on the ball this time and tells...
What great timing that was. He sought Ollie Watkins out and listened to his song.
Ooh. Yeah, we do need to punish them after that miss. Michael says, hello fellas, genuine thoughts on next season.
Recruitment, massive, isn't it? If we get the players we want, we've seen enough from this squad of players who we don't think is enough. In terms of...
Oh, go on, Diaz, go on. Oh, referee!
No, he's not give it. What is it with referees?
Referee! No. Oh.
Quick throw and you're in trouble here. Sorted out by Fab and cleared by a strange one by Robertson over the top. Yeah, going back to the what do we think of next season with the right recruitment? What is already a good end to the season could only look better with the right players in the right positions we need them. We do need another centre back, don't we, to help the drop off between those two and what comes next.
Yes, GS says, Errol, don't worry, I've got my Dragon Ball Z reference for you ready after the match. It's got anything to do with Canate and that bozo moment.
And Liam Bento comes with a £35 super chat. With all the legendary shirt numbers becoming available, should Trent take up the mantle, 7 or an 8, or should he make 66 a legendary shirt?
Make 66.
Yeah.
I think if he was going to have changed it by now, he's had his like transformative seasons with us now. He's won.
So 7 and 8 are iconic because of the people that have worn them.
Yeah.
This is his chance to make 66. Make it his own. I think he stays.
I don't think anyone else would ever pick up the 66 as well. I think it's a bit of a masterstroke, really.
Yeah, it is.
Because obviously the 1 through to 12, 13, whatever, you can almost say that it becomes very difficult to retire one of them. Yeah. But he could kind of almost half retire 66 without having to actually formally ever retire.
And they've got a YouTube notification. Watty, welcome to Cult Hero.
Yes.
The new member. Brilliant.
Yeah, Skinner says poor game, Reds. Quality's not really been there so far. It needs something, and I thought maybe the penalty might have been the little spark that Liverpool needed. Aston Villa. I've grew into this game as well. Last 10 minutes, I'd say they've started to get the ball progressively up the field a little bit more. I think we're lacking something in midfield at the minute, mate. I'm not sure if that's what if you see it like as that, but doesn't seem...
Just a very disjointed game. You've got two teams working quite hard, but there's no quality. It's bereft of quality at the moment. Nobody's managed to get the ball down. I can't remember it's either team putting 6 passes together. So, listen, it'll sort itself out, but it doesn't look like a particularly great game of football right now, does it?
Miss Ellie X1 says, anyone else want to cry yet? Not yet.
Wait till he comes on. You want to cry then?
Not yet.
Goes back in. Virgil clears it well. Jordan Henderson up for the clearance. Canate clears. Bit of head tennis going on. Comes out to looks like Bailey. Cuts inside. One right in the face for Curtis. Comes out
towards that back post.
Oh, what a goal!
Oh, who finishes that? This kid again.
Is it Jacob Ramsey?
Yeah.
Oh, Dan was saying he was a threat before. He's a good player. He's a great finish, to be fair. So the Reds 1 down. Jacob Ramsey scores in the 26th minute. I don't think there's anything we can hope for there. That's a well taken goal. We've been needing to wake up for a little while, Errol.
Saying it for the last 15 minutes, mate. Yeah, 10, 15 minutes. Now said. Literally was just saying it 5 minutes ago, if that. Villa have started to grow into the game. You mentioned that no team's really strung a couple of passes together. Well, this comes from the throw in. So the throw goes in. Fab doesn't clear it enough. Well, we're not quick to it. We're a bit flat-footed. Fabinho does all right. Verge again. Losing second balls. We're not getting a second ball. Bounces round, bobbles round. Leon Bailey takes it in. Takes a whack to the face, Curtis. Ball goes back into the box. Looks tight. And it just bounces. It's a weird one. Where does he hit it from? Wow, he does really well to keep his eye on it because he's got it.
His volley midweek, isn't it? Where
he keeps his eye on it. I half like that, but all of a sudden now his little arrogance is one of them. That's when you celebrate, but fuck me. Humble man. Yeah, it wasn't great defending. I had us down to keep a clean sheet. I felt that the clean sheet today would have been important. I think that would have been a goal if you'd have seen Klopp's reaction on the touchline. He would have been very disappointed.
Yeah, there's a comment in the chat saying Villa deserve to lead. I'm not sure anybody deserves to lead. It would take something like that potentially to wake Liverpool up. That's not something you want to do. It's been a very disjointed game. First decent attack Villa have, apart from the penalty, obviously. And they get in that right back position again, although let's not go there, so to speak, but well done. Verge steps in.
Is he almost doubled up there on the back post?
Yeah.
And I thought Ollie Watkins got in his guy's way, but he's kept his eye on it. Oh, well done. Oh, ref.
You don't realise how strong Mo Salah is. You can't do that stuff with Mo Salah, can you? Henderson on the ball, plays it straight at Mings, comes out to Trent. The fizz ball into Gakpo, holds it again, an absolute treat. What a ball for Henderson. Can you make something of that?
Just a little overruns it, but we get a corner.
Do you know what? It was a nice little build-up play there. Gakpo did really well to hold the ball over on the right-hand side. Played it to Henderson. Decent cross. We were a bit unlucky there.
Got Hitch and Baz with the £5 super chat. Thank you, Hitch and Baz. Guys, if Trent keeps the 66 out of the players that were linked with to move to us in the summer, who would you give the 7 and the 8 to?
I think McAllister's an obvious candidate for 8, isn't he?
Okay.
And I think 7 might be something that we change inside the club.
Oh,
headed down.
Is that Canate?
Yeah, I think 7 might be taken by somebody inside the club rather than signing. Unless, of course, we get Mason Mount, it's an option he might take it. They weigh heavy, those shirts, to be fair, though, mate, don't they?
Well, yeah, when we mentioned the players that have worn them before, yeah.
No movement there, so he goes square right across the pitch to Canate, just inside Liverpool's half, opens up his body, goes out to Salah, gets it back again, a little bit static, thinks one across the back. Gakpo goes after it, but it's too long, and it's into Martinez who picks it up, and Villa starts again.
Yeah, Brendan says the penalty miss should have been the wake-up call, really. You're 100% spot on, that's what I was saying. And it's not spot on just because I said it. It's just common sense. When you get a let-off like that in a match, 20-odd minutes in, plenty of time all to play for, you've got to wake up and start putting the ball down and putting some passes together, and we're not quite there yet.
Trent's on the ball, it's inside our half. Plays one through the
these long balls over the top.
No backspin on the ball, and two of them miles offside there. Good physicality there from Henderson.
Do you know what it's airy like? Because I can see the chat going bonkers about Man U win, and like, oh, if Man U win, there's no need for us to win. But it's like City this time last season, when the final day, and it was like because of what City was doing, or well, to be fair, because of what Aston Villa was doing, but we hadn't done our job.
He's in. What can he do? Tried to pull it back, got blocked, got it again, plays it back to Salah. There's some movement. Salah went for the shot there. Robertson screaming at him for the crossfield ball. That shot's not on there, mate, is it?
No chance. He's been invisible so far.
Everybody bar Alisson in the Aston Villa half ball with Verge, plays it inside to Diaz, squares it to Trent, has a little look, what can you see? Nice little move to the outside.
Come on.
Gakpo again. So Henderson back to Gakpo. Trent on the
That's
ball.
A good ball. Oh,
straight
into yeah, wow.
Signs of us starting to see a bit more of the ball, take a little bit of control, would you say?
Yeah. He says no.
No. sorry, boss. Sorry, boss, he doesn't agree.
I'll let him know. Yeah, he doesn't agree with you, mate. Just played him a little bit short. And Fabinho in there again, battling, gets away with that one. And he's been fought. I think he wanted to kick that out then because his man was down, but Liverpool weren't going to stop. Again, that's another
close one.
Close challenge. Can't say he's got to get that 100% right. He's on very good, and he's on a yellow card, so he's got to be careful. There's no two ways about it.
Trick Josh with a £5 super chat. Drone Pilot says Anfield Road upper tier opening delayed by a month, according to his contact in Anfield. I was there 2 weeks ago during the media day. What they've done is they've asked for the opening game of the season to be an away game to make sure that it's ready.
Makes sense.
There's been no press release on the delay, so varying people are saying varying things. They just moved the first game to an away fixture. Robertson flattened Bailey there.
Come on, bro. You come from you woke up and had dumplings and hard food and ackee and saltfish this morning. You can't play and be blow over like that. Got to remember where you come from, Leon. I'm afraid, lad. You get no sympathy from me. Everton 1-0 down, lol. Great. You need better midfielders.
Errol, where do you stand on Everton? Do you want to see him go?
They've never
do you
gone.
Like the Derby games?
I'm not arsed, mate. They've never gone in my lifetime. And you'd normally like to think the Derby game should be 6 points, but they always add a little extra. Do you know what I mean? We're lucky if we can take 4 points from Everton over the course of a season. I genuinely believe if they go down, they will struggle to get back up in the next year or two. I don't think they've got players with the minerals to deal.
Be sold for 600 million quid plus the revenue for the stadium that needs to be found. But who buys a club in the Championship for 600 million with a ground to be built and the highest wage bill ever seen in the Championship?
They haven't got players with the minerals to be able to do it. So it wouldn't be a good look for them if they went down, because I don't think the only time we're going to book them is in the Carabao Cup or in the FA Cup for a good couple of seasons. And you wouldn't be surprised if that draw did miraculously fall out of the hat every now and again as well.
See, it was interesting, wasn't it, with Wolves, Everton Wolves, which Wolves would turn up. They're quite capable of beating anybody, as we found out.
Yeah. And yes, as Momongu says, they also have FFP hanging over them. Yeah. It's not looking good for Everton.
Can Liverpool find a way back into the game in the remaining 10 minutes or so of this half? What do we need to do, Errol, to improve this? Because it's a bit flat, isn't it?
I actually can't really put my finger on it. Don't think Trent's been as influential. It's probably one of the things that I've noticed, and maybe it's because we've just not seen the range of passes. He has maybe been given opportunity, the chance. He's there at the minute, but he's not really offering for the ball. I think he's done well, Cody, but he's just been dispossessed.
He didn't give it, and that's going to be a corner. He didn't catch it.
That's going to goal kick.
I know, corner, yeah. Gakpo looks the pick of the bunch, doesn't he?
He does at the minute. I think Diaz is a little bit off it, and it's great that you've got him back in, and I know that Klopp's got a lot of faith in him and wants to obviously get minutes in his legs, but...
See, we spoke about this on the final word after the game last week, and I'd put half-time, would you have made any changes, with a question mark, Diaz, and then I took it out before the show, and it's funny that Steve Hoare said he was probably the guy that looked like he struggled the most in the first half. Similar pattern today.
Yeah. I don't think him or Salah have been particularly good so far. That's not a bad ball though. Wow. Wow.
Go on, can you? Whoa. This is a danger. It breaks.
Oh, what's that? What is that?
Straight in the book, Henderson.
What
surely.
is that, Jordan?
Wow. Do you know what, mate? We need tactical. We don't do tactical fouls. And Tyrone Mings having a right go at him.
That's that's like he just flies into his midriff, just woof. He's started the game really well, though, McGinn. He's been fouled a couple of times. It means we can't get close to him. No, I don't think so. But how aren't you getting close to him? I like McGinn.
How are you not getting booked for that? It's an assault outside there, isn't it?
Outside. Right.
Cleared away by Diaz. Jones out to it.
Oh, it does well, strong in the challenge. Jones
loses out. Tried to
let the ball
telegraph
go
that,
away,
didn't he? 5 minutes before he did it. Bailey having a go. Will he get the ball? He has pulled it back. Henderson clears. Fab picks it up. Ball into feet.
Oh,
not strong enough to win it there.
And Fabinho again.
Fabinho wins it back, and he's given another free
kick. Are you mad?
Wow.
Wow. Gets his foot on the ball. It's just because he comes in the wrong side and gets
the shoulder on his arm on his shoulder blades, doesn't he?
He's like, McGinn's pointing. He's like, I've been fouled there, I've been fouled there, I've been fouled there, and you're giving no cards. And I half sympathise with him. The ref's looking like he's giving him a bit of a telling off, but
yeah, shut up, basically.
Yeah, I'm the ref, and you're one of them ones, but
you have to have a player that speaks to the referee all the way through the game. You have to have.
And he's the captain as well. You'd expect him to. You've got to be vocal. Yeah, Live Up here says Emery is a tactical villain. Well, he hasn't. Whatever he's done so far, it's not allowed Liverpool to play their footy. Trent's been non-effective. Salah's been missing. He's on the missing list. I think he's on a bottle of milk somewhere around Anfield doing the rounds.
There we go. Ball in. Free kick. Oh, wow.
Oh,
what a save that is. Yet again, Alisson comes to the rescue. How many times this season has he done that?
Big. And look, Diaz. See, this is what I mean.
Can't give the... And then there's... Wow.
It's frustrating to watch at times, this, mate. He gets away with one there, if you ask me. But he springs Liverpool on the front foot, so we'll take it.
Henderson looking for the deep ball in.
And that's
too far.
just too close.
It's neither Trent or Gakpo straight down the keeper's throat. Has to be better quality in those positions. What a save that is.
Probably watch this again now. Talk us through how did we get...
Late runner there.
Wow.
Picked up.
Look, there's no one. But how many yards did he put in there? And you could say, yeah, he might have been a decoy.
It's Jacob
Ramsey again.
Yeah. What a
so
save
you're not
going
to use him as a decoy, are you? Lord have me, come on, boys.
He starts his run 15 yards away. Nobody tracks him.
Haven't had a shot on target yet, someone's telling me. Come on, boys. You're better than this. Wow.
That's the first thing that looks like a shot on goal that means anything today. Diaz disappointed.
Yeah, James Corker says, I wouldn't mind Ramsey.
He's done really well because he had a really serious injury, didn't he? He's come back really strongly from that. We were linked with him prior to that. We'd hoped the Gerrard factor might have got us him. Good leap and a good header, but unfortunately not on target.
Yeah, Brian Atkins says this could sum up our season, mediocrity. Yeah, no shots on target, way.
Great win back.
That's well better by Fab.
Looking long for Salah. Can he get there?
No,
Martinez gets there and Lucas Digne takes a tumble in the process. Looking for an early ball into Watkins.
Does
He's done well. And is he fouled? No.
No.
Well
Canate does
well. Well done, Canate. Switch out to Diaz. That's on. That's on a lot,
better touch. Ball. You've got to commit him now. You've got to commit him. Rinse him. He got back up.
That's just not there. Wow. Brilliant. Sweeper keeper. John McGinn's running the show, mate.
It is. It's the McGinn show, man. I love Diaz as a player. I think he's a proper. He feels like a bit of a throwback player, but he's not a system player. He's very much I'm almost a one-man band, and every now and again I'll find a way to pass to somebody, but it's never really his first thought. Which I don't mind. Sometimes you've got to commit to defending. You've got to be able to take somebody on, especially if you're going to be a winger. But he runs himself into blind alleys more than he needs to. Look at that Trent there. Look at that. They're so high up. This Liverpool team. Quality's just not been there.
Five of them when Fab wins it back. He's still committed even though he's on a bucket and not able to be too physical. Mo Salah wins it back, loses out again. Ball breaks. Who's getting there?
No one. There's nobody
Bailey
there.
got there and the ball will break into midfield where Trent plays it all the way back to Alisson. 3 minutes to go in the half hour. What are your thoughts on the performance?
Lackluster. Flat. That's a good ball by Trent. Can't get it under the spell. Salah, he gets a second bite at it. There's no one really in the box to help him out. Ball flat going into the box by Henderson. Yeah, disappointing, mate.
It's going to go in. It's gone in, and who's there?
Flipped out the way.
Matty Cash with a clearing header. It's well watched that, to be fair. It's good defending.
I'd let Bobby do the half-time team talk, me.
Yeah, it's not a bad shout. I think he did it with a massive smile on his face because he does everything.
Yeah, every smile in it, like, yeah. He does, but yeah, I would. I'm not saying bring him on, but we need to do something. I don't think bringing Bobby on at this moment changes the fact that Liverpool haven't had a shot on target or made it stick, because you've got to be better in the final third. We've just not. We've been off it so far today. Don't think Curtis Jones has had the same level of impact. That ball's going to go out. No, goes.
Taken right. He's asking. It went out. Came back in.
Yeah.
To shape Robertson putting the ball, takes it out. They're tough teams to play against. I've just been watching that. When they haven't got the ball, they've got a back line of 5, then 4 in front, and they never get it wrong. They never not do it. So he's clearly worked with them on that, hasn't he?
So you could have just got that under control, taking that extra touch, or the touch that you chose to take there just wasn't the right option. Robertson plays the ball back into play. Hey, come on, he's giving it. Ref.
Yeah.
Mings.
Is that a card?
Bozo moment there, Mings. Proper bozo.
He's got the bozo gene in him, hasn't he?
Yeah, not half, mate. He's still down a lot of pain. He's like, you just kicked man to the chest.
This might get reviewed. That might get reviewed. That might get reviewed.
Nah, I don't think it's high up enough. He does catch him, like, don't get me wrong. Is he bleeding? I think he might be showing him underneath his chest to say, yo, you've took blood from me.
Code on command, £5 super chat. To be honest, we've been riding our luck. Our performances have been awful, like Brentford and Fulham. We got results. This was coming. Today's not a great performance. I agree. I'm not sure it's been coming.
He does get the ball. I think him getting the ball first is what's going to save him from getting sent off here.
You can't do that. Yeah, they're checking it.
He gets the ball first. I don't think he gets sent off, to be honest with you.
Dear, that's all.
I don't think he gets sent off. Any higher, maybe, but it's into his chest. It is a clatter, like, but I hate the way he holds his hands up if to say ref did fuck all there, because you fully well know that you've literally went through him.
Got away with it.
Of course he has. Of course he has.
Klopp getting ready to sprint off down the tunnel and sort his troops out. No, he's not allowed, is he? So he'll just be doing it from... Remember Jose Mourinho hitting the linen basket? Levels to this, isn't it? Why are they on the case of the fourth division?
What's going on? I did like that Liverpool kid as well, to be fair. That night corner.
Yeah, it's quite nice. That.
Yeah. Yeah, he's bleeding. He cut it.
Like blades, aren't they, on the bottom of these football boots?
He cut it.
He's a big fella, Mings, isn't he? YOLO for life, £2. Definitely a red for Mings. It's just reckless play. I think Errol's got a point, YOLO, that he actually makes contact with the ball first. If he doesn't make contact with that ball,
he's gone.
He doesn't even give him a yellow card. I think the referee's close enough to see that.
Salah getting manhandled.
Yeah, ball into the box. It's going to come through.
Oh, looked like it was going to make his way across as well.
Jordan
Henderson's touch was shite.
That
How's your touch taking you going backwards? And now Liverpool. Oh, like a glow stick, yo. That awful. Poor touch there under the pressure, under the cosh, man.
That'll sting a bit what he's got, won't
it? Who was fouled by Mings? It was Cody. Gakpo. .5 minutes time to be played on as well.
So we're 90 seconds away from the end of a lacklustre first half, Errol, it's fair to say, isn't it?
Yeah, just, you said it before, there was no real quality from this Liverpool team. I think this has probably been the worst midfield performance that these lads have put together in the last couple of weeks, if I'm honest with you. It's not really clicked. Fabinho's been a couple of seconds. He's mistimed a few of his tackles. Don't think Trent's been as influential. Henderson's touch has been pretty poor. He does really well there, Cody Gakpo.
Looking for Salah, brings it down, plays it back. No chance for Henderson.
Oh, he's fat. Don't
do that. That's a great tackle. Don't you dare. That's a great tackle. Tell you that's brave considering.
Yeah, the decision he's in. He had to get that one right.
Yeah. Canate on the overlap. Shades of Chiellini in the Europa League final there.
Henderson gets the... it's not enough really for me. You just catch him a little bit on the back, but it's not enough. It's a standing foot, and you can't give a pen for that. No.
Penty 199 super chat. How can I watch 3 o'clock games?
Thank you very much for your first super chat. Know a guy that knows a guy that watches it on the moon, or watch it with us. Sorry that I have to give you such a disingenuous answer, but that's just the way shit is. Okay. Oh, does well there, Salah.
Let's go on ball. Right on time. Last chance for Liverpool to equalise.
It's a good touch from Salah there, very strong.
Strong man, isn't he?
Just can't get away. There's just bodies everywhere. Villa bodies all over the gaff. Ooh. Yeah, someone says black hole dress is outside the box. The ref's calling that for a foul. I hate that. Sometimes I don't know if he is though. You know.
Henderson goes backwards again. He didn't be fair. Nowhere to go. Robertson just smashes the ball into space. Comes down, cleared by Digne.
And it's going to be.
And the referee's giving Liverpool a goal. A throw in there. It's come back.
Got to get the ball in the box now. Got to get in the box.
Go on,
Fab. Go on, Fab.
Verge heads it across. Canate flicks.
Oh, turning it. That just turn it. You turn out and whack it one time. Liverpool, man, really started to put them under pressure. Villa are feeling the pressure right now. Desperate for the half-time whistle. Hence to get that.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. And that should by Villa. Ooh.
Wow.
Really, really, really. Ugh. And if that's not the whistle, I don't know what it is. How many minutes are you giving here, Ref?
No,
He's giving time on time on top of time.
Seventh.
And are you
Look at
gonna
his watch, it's going to blow any second.
come on? Yeah, it's gonna have to be. Unai Emery is set his team up to do the job so far.
Drake Josh, £5 super chat. Who will Klopp bring on to turn this game around? Well, Diogo Jota's an obvious candidate. I don't think he'll do anything at half time. I'm going to come to you on that on the whistle, Errol, and see what you think.
Oh, wow! And now there's a free kick. Wow.
2.5 minutes into 7.5 minutes into 5 minutes injury time, might I add.
How many? We've got nearly 4,000 of you watching. Thank you for choosing to watch the last home game of the season with us this afternoon, wherever you are in and around the world. You could be watching from outer space. You have to be in.
The ball's been there a few times.
It really has. That
Half time.
should see us into half time. Thank you.
So,
Whew.
goal down, half time, Errol. Summarise what you've seen, what you think, and how do we change it?
Haven't seen enough quality from Liverpool today. I'll be so real. There's not been enough quality in that final third. I think midfield for me is an area which is a bit of a concern. I think we're kind of lacking someone to really stamp their authority on the game. I know I mentioned it briefly before. Fabinho has struggled. He's been just a little bit, fraction of a second or two, just outside of some of his challenges, which would left him looking a little bit vulnerable now because he's walking a tightrope. I also think Henderson's probably not been having the best game, but Curtis Jones has been a little bit ineffective as well. I don't know whether they've made a tactical tweak or something, or an element of things that has stopped Trent from being able to play, but there's not really been the time afforded for him to really be able to find his range of passes either at the minute, and I think he's had to play within himself. I think Villa, from the probably about the 20th minute mark up until probably had that 10-minute period from 20th minute, maybe just after the half an hour point, where they started to get more of a feel in the game. They was able to break away their balls over the top and through, caused problems, particularly in giving away a penalty. Konate don't really lunge in the box ever really, and I think he probably thinks he can time it, but Ollie Watkins is just that little bit quicker than he's probably anticipating, which obviously then leaves him committing the foul there in the box. And then I don't think that, not necessarily the hunger, the desire to win the second balls when they missed that, but in terms of how they go about getting their goal to set piece, there's an opportunity for Liverpool to really just clear the danger, and we don't really ever seem to do that. It's like we want to set up the trap to be able to go on the counter, but it was never really on for me in that particular phase, and as a result, it ends up with Leon Bailey then obviously tries to get the ball back into the box. It takes a deflection, comes back out, and the ball's played into the back post. And I think after that you would expect a response from Liverpool. I don't think we've particularly responded very well either. Still quite slow. It seems like it's taken us a while to really get up to the speed of this match, and as you're looking at the last 5-10 minutes of it now, I'd say we probably started to look a little bit better, a little bit more threatening, but the fact that we've not had a shot on target probably tells you everything that you need to know in regards to the quality of this Liverpool performance today, because I think it has been subpar.
They're organised when we've got the ball. If you look at the screen at any point, they've got 5 in a row, they've got midfield in a row, they all know what they're doing. There don't appear to be too many options for Liverpool to move on. We know that Unai Emery teams are organised. He's not had the success he's had at other clubs without being those things. Just been really, really difficult for Liverpool to get anywhere. Half time comes, you go into the dressing room, you're looking at any of the players thinking, do we need to change it? Is it too early?
I'm just having a little look at scanning the subs bench there. I would probably wait till the 55, give it 10 minutes, give them give them a talking to. Klopp, they're probably used to having his voice in their ears from the side of the pitch, and he's not had that. So hopefully he can put everything he needs to say and convey it in such a way that 10 minutes into the game they come out there, and then if not, be ruthless. You understand? They can't huff and puff, they can't give you the bad body language or whatever, because you're almost out of sight and out of shot of it all. So just be ruthless, make the call, give us the shout in the earbuds, we'll give the shout to the message to the players, and we'll drag them off for you. Because right now, these lads, again, I know it sounds crazy, but we've won a number of games on the spin in the last couple of weeks, and I think a lot of fans have appreciated it, but also maybe felt that we might not need to be so hasty, and like this type of performance reminds you of the work that's still going to be needed to be done in the summer. So I'm not too disappointed at the 45 minutes. Do Aston Villa deserve to be 1-0 up? Balance of play? Maybe. Alisson comes up with that big... Yeah, I'm going to say yeah, they do, because Alisson has to come up with that big save as well from Jacob Ramsey again. Another set piece. So whether it's been the penalty that they could have scored from, whether it was the actual goal they could have scored from, or whether it was the free kick that they worked really well, they could have had 3 clear-cut chances there to at least be 1, if not 2 goals ahead of this Liverpool side today. So for me, yeah, they probably do deserve to go in half-time 1-0 up. It's on Liverpool now for us to come out, respond, and really, not necessarily just up the tempo, but we need to go through the gears, and we need to do it fast, because we've only got 45 minutes now to put in what could prove to be a massive performance for us, or a massive result for us come the end of the season. I said 71 points because if we're flawless, it means the other teams have got to be nearly flawless as well to displace us out of top 4 completely. And if we drop the ball here, it's done.
Yeah. Before I jump on the back of that super chat from Scott Hawkes, our friend who comes on, joins us. Hey Scott, hope you're well. The new way to play against us: keep the ball in action to a minimum, hit on a break. It relies on garbage refereeing, but that's a safe bet to make. We haven't been good enough when we do have the ball. Bobby time on 70. But there needs to be something needs to change. I completely agree with you, Scott. Errol, you've just said, do they deserve it? And you ummed and ahed. So Jacob Ramsey shot, Alisson saves, we've just seen an example of. A missed penalty and a goal. They could have scored 3 times. Yeah. So I'd say maybe take the maybe out of that conversation and say we're lucky to be 1-0 down. How many times have we relied on Alisson Becker to get us out of jail with a ridiculously strong arm? We've created very, very little in terms of, like you said, in terms of going forward. We don't get the ball moving quick enough. I don't think we're moving the ball fast enough. Against teams like this, you can get round the low block, you can get round the organisation by keeping the ball moving. There's times we're on the ball and we're too slow to pick out people, and then when you look up, the pitch has changed.
Yeah, I can understand that, and I think we need to be a little bit more direct as well. I think when the ball's been out on the right, we've tried to do little triangles or pitter-patter between a couple of people, and it's not really worked. The ball's needed to be worked into the box a lot quicker, as you mentioned in there, moving it quick enough. And I think on the left-hand side, I think we've been guilty of holding on to the ball a little bit too long and running ourselves into dead ends, really, with no real option. And again, it's one thing, I'm quite critical of Diaz to an extent for the way he holds and manoeuvres the ball, but I think he's been with us long enough for people to fully understand now that he's got that in him. So how do we help and support him if he's going to do that? You need to get players in and around him, and he's been isolated a lot of the time when he's been doing all of that boy wonder, I'm going to go do it on my own business. He's had no one else really there to lay the ball off to, or to play a 1-2 with, or to do anything as a bit of a decoy or an underlap or an overlap to kind of to give a defender something else to think about, and then they're quite capable of doubling up on him. So I'll always offer the criticism where I think it's appropriate, but then I've also got to kind of be balanced and think, why is it like that? Why are we leaving a player that isolated, and when he could do with that little bit of extra support? I think Gakpo naturally wants to jot in and try and knit things, but I don't think they've played each other long enough to really have that kind of connection yet. So do we need to just be more direct? Does it just need to be more simple give and goes, 1-2s, knock it, you know what I mean, knock it around a player and run off him? We've seen Jota come in and do that to great effect the last back half of this season. That would probably be my first change. I think Diaz having him back is great for morale. It's great for him. It's great for the team. But in terms of offering us the the most potent threat right now. I don't think he's that option for me at the minute, and maybe that's just how I see things, but I don't think he's that guy for us at this particular moment in time. So he'd probably be the first sub that I'd be looking to bring off as and when. That's probably one of the first changes that I would look to make.
Yeah, I think that the change might be that Fabinho's riding a bit of a tightrope. That yellow card might make way for Henderson to go into the 6 and then bring Elliott on for a bit more link play. Half time, you're in there now. It's not going very well. We don't seem to do very well in games when something like monumental. The last game of the Cop, as it was against Norwich City, and we lost. Jeremy Goss volley. We just don't seem to read the room very well and do situations like that. Is he going to be having a bit of a pop at them? Because I think he should be.
Yeah, I think he should be as well, because we've given up soft chances, and that's just been a hallmark of this Liverpool season in general. I don't think we've particularly this period's probably been the best defensively we've looked all season. I do believe he needs to find a way to, as you say, speed things up, get it across to them, to convey the message. You need to play it quicker. You need to stop dawdling on the ball. The first touches as well, and opportunities to either break us away on a counter or to actually do anything, it's been piss poor. So I don't know what it is. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily seem to be a mental thing, because you've got all of the ammunition to be mentally in the right place.
Yeah.
Top four still alive. You just need to go and do your job and keep that pressure on. Apply it to the best. Do it to the best of your ability and apply it. And what will be will be. But Dave knew that for weeks. So it's not like the mentality or the psychological things had to change in that respect. There's no more pressure or less pressure being applied to us from external forces, in my opinion. I'd also like to think that you're doing it for your brethren. You're doing it for the brotherhood. You're doing it for the unity of the squad that you've built. You're about to perform in front of the home crowd for the last time, and the next time you do it, 4 of the lads that have been so deeply embedded into the squad will not be doing it with you, so you want to make sure that they go out on a high. 100%. So you're doing it for them. So the mentality thing for me, it can't play a factor in the performance or the drop of the performance level for me today. So you've got to look at what can we do differently tactically, what can you do in terms of getting more quality out of these players in the next 45 minutes. And for me, it's either going to be a change of personnel, or you're going to ask them to operate slightly different than how they was not necessarily told to operate, but how you observed them operate in that first half.
100%.
You'll be able to pick things apart and say, don't do that, do that instead, and all the rest of it.
Should have done the half-time talk. We're going to have a quick break now, and we'll be back with the second half. And hopefully Jurgen has echoed Errol's sentiments there and read the right attack to the boys, because 1-0 down, and we're kind of lucky to be right there. See you shortly.
See you on the other side.
As a friend, as a character in the locker room, often on the pitch, we missed him a lot, and especially me, because we had a amazing relationship.
Aber natürlich war ich stolz danach. Weißt du, also gleichzeitig war traurig, gleichzeitig war ich auch stolz, weil das war für ihn eine Belohnung für seine Arbeit, für seine Leistung, was er hier die 4 Jahre geleistet hat. Und wir waren alle hier stolz, ich mit meiner Familie auch. Wir waren sehr, sehr stolz, dass der nach Liverpool, so ein großer Verein, dass der das geschafft hat, dahin zu kommen. Und wir waren sicher, dass der dort sehr viel Erfolg haben würde, und so ist auch gekommen.
Ich finde, es ist immer eine Riesenchance für den Spieler, und man freut sich einfach, weil von Hoffenheim zu Liverpool, das ist schon geil, und er hat sich das verdient. Was er sich da auch aufgebaut hat in Liverpool ist großartig, und wir haben uns alle einfach nur für ihn gefreut, und umso schöner, dass er dort so lange eine schöne Zeit hatte.
Yeah, I mean, on one side you are sad, on the other side you are happy, because I think you shouldn't be. At this time, I was not sad that it was over. I was actually happy that it happened, and that I could share the locker room with him, and the rest is, you know the story.
There's something that the cop wants you to know. The best in the world, they might be for me, no.
Hey everyone, what's happening? We've got an incredible prize to give away this month. It is a signed picture and frame of Liverpool's 3-time European Cup winning former captain, the man, the legend, Phil Thompson. Yes, if you join up as a Club Legend subscriber on redmenplus.com, or if you're an existing Club Captain subscriber and wish to upgrade, your name will go in the hat at the end of the month to win that incredible signed prize. Bang it on your mantelpiece, stick it on the wall of your man cave or woman cave, and add to your incredible Liverpool collection with this wonderful piece of LFC memorabilia.
My Liverpool Debut, a new series, exploring where it all began for a number of Anfield favourites.
We had that belief and nothing was going to get in our way, nothing was going to stop us. I was just fortunate to get my chance.
I'm about to wear the red strip for the first time and play with all the wonderful talent that I was in awe of.
And the travelling Liverpool fans started singing my name. You can imagine how special that felt.
Football saved my life.
It was amazing to be part of that lineup with that calibre of players.
I knew we deserved to be there. I knew we deserved that chance. I knew I was ready.
I'm Jamie Carragher.
I'm Phil Thompson.
I'm Martin Kelly.
I'm Jim Beglin.
I'm Neil Mellor.
My name is Bruce David Grobbler.
And this is my Liverpool debut.
Hello everyone, we're back. Second half just about to start. Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 1. Not a great first half. Hopefully you were with us for the first half and thought Errol summarised our first half performance and what we might need to do particularly well. So let's hope that they've got a grip of them in the changing room. When we come out in the second half, and you know, wouldn't be very fitting at all, would it, to lose at home on Bobby's last home game ever?
No, not at all. I you don't want that as your send-off memory. Remember Paul Gerrard's send-off memory? Getting absolutely embarrassed. And it just shows you how far from grace we'd fell at the time. No, we must do better this half. I really expect. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm watching Jurgen Klopp there, so you guys were just like train of thought.
Bit of a mad moment there, didn't you?
I'm sitting there thinking to myself, what happens if Jurgen would have turned around and said, no, I'm going to be on the touchline anyway? Would he just have had a bigger fine?
You're not allowed to do that.
No.
The club would never allow him to do that, mate. The timing of it's mental. Absolutely. I said before when we were speaking about it, the timing of it's absolutely bizarre. It's done to prove a point to him, to show them how disruptive they can be to him. You speak to our officials like that, we'll fine you, we'll ban you, and guess what? You're not going to be on the bench for your last home game of the season. It's a little bit of tit for tat for me, that one.
Yeah. It just made me think, you know, there's a film out at the moment for Michael Jordan and the Nike deal that he did, and apparently back in the day the NBA had really strict rules on the colours of the colourway of his shoes that he was able to wear, and you'd get fined anytime you wore pre-approved footwear and you went onto the court. And as part of the deal that they made with Michael Jordan at the time, he turned around and said, we will pay your fines because your shoe's going to have red in it, so we'll pay the fines for you, so don't even worry about it, we'll pay the fine, just go out and play your shoe. So it made me think, what happens if Jurgen just turned around and was like, I'm not asked, I'm just going to be there anyway, it's only one game.
Bigger fine, bigger ban.
Maybe, yeah. Just carry it over into next season.
I think, to be honest with you, given what was written afterwards, 2 games is quite a lenient penalty. It's one of those you just have to kind of take on the chin. He knows he was wrong.
Well, he even apologised, didn't he, really?
Nice feet from Curtis Jones there.
Oh, just
plays the ball into nobody, and it's back with Martinez. He just picks it up.
But to your point there, that was a little bit quicker. We moved the ball a little bit quicker.
Absolutely, and needed to.
It didn't have the desired effect, clearly, but the ball was getting moved at a much better tempo in that exchange. Oh,
strange
header. Strange clearance as well.
Simon Mignonet all over again, straight in the crowd with the ball, wasn't he?
Dom Lear says, come on now, Redmen. Anyone know who that kid is next to Jurgen?
Just analyst teams.
Must be, yeah.
She's got a good job. Sitting listening to Jurgen cares about this performance.
How did you spend your Saturday? I went to the match and sat with the gaffer. Robbo flying down now, he's making up some yards. Diaz with a chance to isolate his man. Now they get 2-0. See, straight away though, that they've done that. And again, when Robbo gets the ball there and lays it off to Diaz, his first instinct is to come inside. So there's no support for Diaz then. He's on his own. And the first thing that the Villa player goes and doesn't commit. So he stands him up and allows time for his mate to come in, offer an extra body. And before you know it, he's crowded out by 2.
Well, they're professional sportsmen. You do that to them once, they read it, they understand it, and that's why, managers let them go out and solve problems for themselves. We've been good at that over the years. Villa have just figured out what's going on in that corner.
But we haven't figured out how to. That's what I'm saying. The fact that we haven't figured out how to support Diaz there is what's shocking me, because I'm like, you can tell he needs that support. Curtis Jones does really well there.
Well, I said in the week,
but watch again. Well, here's another chance for us to watch.
He's going to spam this into the box, straight down Martin Edge's throat.
Because he knew last time, if I have the ball for too long, it's only a matter of time before there's 2 on me.
Yeah, now
he needs the support.
Break again with Douglas Luiz on the ball, plays the ball inside to John McGinn, who looks up. Going to go out wide. No, he's gone down the centre to Watkins, who plays it out to Bailey, who's now facing up Andy Robertson. This guy's quick, by the way.
Yeah,
well blocked by Trent.
Does well there, Diaz there.
Pulled all over the place by.
But again, number 2 there.
It's Matty Cash.
Stand him up, and again,
and he just gives the ball away.
But my frustration there is, mate, there's nobody in and around him to offer any support. So I can be annoyed and pissed off with Diaz for holding on to it for as long as I am. But you've almost got to ask the question, what's he supposed to do in that position?
You've been spoilt, mate. You had Robertson, Firmino, Wijnaldum and Mane down that left-hand side for so many years, and that was like intricate clockwork.
Telepathic.
Yeah. It takes a time to build it, and Diaz has had 6 months out, so I think that's a work in progress. Today it doesn't need to be a work in progress, I get your point. It needs to be working, and we need to be creating opportunities down there, and we're not, which is why probably...
But we're not getting enjoy down either of the wings at the minute, because...
I think before an hour, Jota will be on for Diaz, mate, personally speaking, within the next 10 minutes. Would you make that change?
I'd be ready to make that change. Debs Disney there says, come on lads, score now. Yeah, let's get a song on as well, because fresh off.
What are we having?
Ooh, play me Salah song please. And then we'll go to Bobby afterwards, because we're going to be beckoning him soon, surely. How'd he get away with that? Come on. There he is now on the ball. Oh, first shot on target. Very tame. Very, very tame. Something that the cop wants you to know. The best in the world is Bobby Firmino. Oh, just too easy. Just too easy. Just too easy.
No shot. Easy for Ali.
Yeah, Villa look way too comfortable. A couple of people in the chat have just mentioned that they're just pinging the ball. It's not even at a frightening pace either, but they're just doing it so casual. Liverpool just not getting close enough.
Well, that's a nice little thing.
Dealt with it.
Yeah. His head. And he's given a free kick to Villa.
He hasn't. Are you joking? Tell me you're lying. Tell me you're actually lying.
Exactly.
Nah, he's not. He hasn't. He hasn't.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't think he knows what he's doing. Alex Moreno's coming on.
I was about to say. Digne.
We might end up singing that song again the way this is going, mate, just to amuse ourselves.
You know, guys, we can't see the game, right? Where's the context? Well, Alexander-Arnold played the ball into the
on
box.
their young wonder kid, Ashley Young, at 37 years old, mate.
Lightning.
He's not happy. He's not happy.
What's he moaning about?
This is interesting because he's bringing on effectively 2 left backs.
Hmm.
Yeah. Straight.
Leon Bailey coming off.
Okay. This would be interesting to see how this works out then.
Right. Alexander-Arnold is standing over the corner. It wasn't a free kick, it was a corner.
Was a corner. Fired in.
And it's deep though. It misses
back to
everyone.
Jones. What have you got?
Evades everyone.
Can you get it in there?
He's
It's got to
dribbling.
go in. It's got to go in.
Clear.
It's gotta
Too
go in.
easy, mate.
That's a
too
poor
easy.
ball, that.
That's too easy. He's got a second chance though. Fires the ball at the body.
He's got it back
and he gets
again.
it back. Go on.
Come on,
Mr.
third time
Perseverance.
lucky.
Come on.
Out of edge. What can you do with it? Built in again. Going back to the start. What's going on here? Trent.
We're stinking out the gaff.
Ball
What a
played
ball.
in.
What a ball. What a
Verge.
ball.
Verge.
What?
Verge. Canate.
Oh, has he missed?
Gakpo.
Has he missed?
Yes! Get it!
It's hit! Yes! All of that. Go on, Cody. Go on, Cody, lad. How's that ping-ponged around, eh?
God knows. You could talk us through it.
Right, let's try and pick the bones off that one. Ow. We were stinking out the gaff there for a hot minute. The ball just didn't want to land clean in front of anybody, but Trent gets the opportunity to put a good ball into the box. He does.
Oh.
It looks like it was on. Headed back down. Tries to tee up Canate.
Off the line.
Off the line and the post. And it just ricochets back out to Cody Gakpo, who really can't miss. It is Luis Diaz there. Tries to knock it back. Canate tries to... Oh, it was Mings on the line.
It's vaguely nothing about it.
Wow. Yeah.
Superb. Right, come on, Reds. Let's go.
And we can get it. We can get another song on now. I'll let you pick. It's a great finish. Well done, Cody. Boom.
We're checking it for. He's off. He's on the pitch.
Offside to who?
Verge. He's not interfering with play, does she?
No. We're good. No.
He goes across. Oh, he's going across.
Why would you need to go across for an offside though?
He's going to disallow this.
What for though?
But it comes off Consa, so everybody should be on side, unless he's not playing at the ball.
The people in the chat have upset me. I'm not even gonna lie. They've spoilt it with a spoiler and a half. Wow.
Fuck now.
And everyone says Liverpool for what? We've just been done dirty. Wow.
Oh, he's gonna
no
go
goal.
out. Oh, cack.
And if that doesn't spark Liverpool into life to
Nothing
say
will.
nothing will, man. No goal. Offside. Wow. Wow.
Okay, we go again. We go off the back of that.
I want an official statement. I need to know why. That looks like it's taken a little sting. That's. See, I said before. Oh, when shit doesn't go right, I start to eat. I've been eating, man. Yeah. Someone says release the audio.
No, well done, Fab.
Fab deals with it. Yeah, Scott, I don't understand it either. I am too simple a man to understand or comprehend how that wasn't just given as a goal. It's almost one of them decisions where they've looked back and was like, what can we find if anything, to try and justify giving this against them.
That's kind of for me what VAR's become. Those guys shouldn't be like, I don't know, it's hard. If they've started refereeing games, you could get to the point where you won't need a man on the pitch. £5 super chat from Josh, and it's Bobby on now as an inspiration. The team won't want his last home game to be a draw or a loss. I completely agree with you there, and we do need some inspiration, and we do need something to change. And
you see, you go and watch your team play and be happy that you're putting in a performance. Don't come over here and start spoiling my fun.
Who's that?
Big up Mr. United First in the chat. He's a good friend.
So that loses out again.
But as his title of his name suggests, he is a Man U fan for his sins. See how they all come out here to just crash it on me?
Who's been least affected by the two, Diaz or Salah? Because there's an argument about Diaz on the right and brings Jota on the left, and take Salah off the way. But both of those two guys have not
you could take
himself in glory.
Yeah, you could take either of them off. I think Salah's been ineffective because he's been missing. I think Diaz has been ineffective for different reasons. So as you suggested, maybe if you put him on the right, maybe they're not as quick to double up on him, and maybe he gets more support offered to him on the right hand side. And yeah, so maybe
I think a point to make it to the guys in the chat is that this game doesn't define Champions League or Europa League for Liverpool.
Oh no, that's already been decided.
36 games of what gone before have put Liverpool in this position. So this game alone isn't the reason why we're not playing Champions League football.
I know one particular Liverpool fan will probably think that it is, but
it clearly isn't.
Oh, I know that. Yeah. Why was that offside? I honestly don't know. Like, I couldn't. And what makes it worse is the fact that you'd normally just draw lines and get told that it was offside, but the ref got asked to the monitor to see, did you make the right on-field decision? Like, that to me makes it even more bizarre. So
half an hour to go. Check back now for changes, though.
Yeah, she changes right now. Especially because after we need that boost. We had the boost by getting the goal, and maybe you say right another 10 minutes and see if we can get in front. But
I'd been Bobby and Jota on. I would.
But yeah, but with that now we do need a little boost. Errol, are you pleased to see Arsenal bottled it? I wouldn't say I was pleased to see it, but I knew it was going to happen. It's not a shock. It's not a surprise. Ref, thank you. Diaz gets a free kick there. Yeah, Vim, right, that's what happened. I thought it was 1-1. Sorry, mate. He deliberately played the ball. Defender should have been a goal. Yeah, Van Dijk was miles offside. Yeah, but I don't think Van... You see, I don't get it. You're asking the wrong person. Like, watch either a deep dive or the final word, and they'll fill in the blanks on that, because in the moment I haven't got a clue.
Oh, good clearance. And now he's pretending he's hurt.
Oh, his hamstring's gone, yeah. He's off the pitch anyway. Who's asked? He's off the pitch, so get on with it. I don't want to see any of you drag his ass back onto the pitch either. Don't piss me off. He's miles off the pitch. He does well.
It's not a foul.
It's not a foul. He slid off the pitch. Best leave him there. Hobbling round like he's been shot. If you go down, boy.
Go on, can you?
No.
Too easy for Martinez. It's a good keeper in those situations, and you don't need to be playing the ball into him.
And he launches the ball out of play. Sammy's
Bobby
gone.
comes on, scores, mate. We're singing. We're having that on him.
Oh yeah, of course. But it's going to be Diogo Jota first. This is
Salah. No, Curtis Jones. It's interesting. That means Gakpo's dropping back into midfield. So I didn't see that one coming, mate. Talk me through that one. Curtis Jones. Both the wide men have been like lacking in influence, haven't they?
So what, you're going to play Jota through the middle, you're going to bring
Gakpo back into
into
midfield. Which means
midfield.
Henderson might go across to the right because he prefers Gakpo to be inverted, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Interesting.
Across to the left, not right.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Not how fit Bobby is, really, do we?
See, Dunny felt it straight away, like he did feel it straight away. But it's not a foul.
It's pretty good defending, to be fair.
It's really good defending.
Yeah, he's done his
Hammy. It's gone completely.
Vincent Company. He's had some season, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, he's done really well, and he's... Wonder why he's here.
Yeah, it's an interesting point.
Wonder why he's here. Who's he watching? Who's he thinking? Can I get drafted into my squad for next season? Who's he got his eye on?
4,200 of you have joined us. Less than 50% likes, guys. Come on. End of season, last home game, Bobby's game. Let's get up to 2K. Let's see how quickly we can do it. Go.
And we're about to start again. More time that will get added on. 25 minutes and then the rest added on.
Been a few change swaps and a few injuries, isn't there? So, supposed to be 30 seconds of sub plus any injuries. Might be about 5 minutes again, you know. We did all the time we can get at the moment.
Yeah. Come on. Got plenty of time to get a goal. We just... Diaz there isolating his man 1v1, but for how long? He's done well. He's done so much better. He did so much better there.
That's what we say.
Exactly that.
And Trent's going in the book.
And he's kicked it away. He's definitely gone in the book. Definitely going in the book there. Plays it out. Jacob Ramsey. Was it Ramsey? No, yeah. He's just not going to catch him for speed, is he? It's a little bit of frustration there from Trent. Yeah, he hasn't got that electric pace. Ball trickles its way through to Alisson. Come on, 66 minutes played. We really do need to step it up now, boys. Let's go. Again, Diaz, he's got 1v1. He's had the beating of him. You've got to be more decisive. Just plays it too close to the keeper. He is very unlucky. Very, very unlucky. Better from Diaz. Last couple of dribbles have been much better from him.
Yeah. Seems to have figured out how to get the best out of them situations.
Be a lot quicker. Be a lot... Don't dwindle on it or whatever it is. Don't like...
Dwindle's good enough for me.
Yeah. What's happened there?
Just kind of left it to somebody else and nobody dealt with it.
Oh, just asking for trouble, this Liverpool team. Well done by Fab. I think he's had a much better second half so far, but Villa seem to be...
Bradley gives it back to Douglas Luiz's feet. Henderson couldn't nick it in time.
Ashley Young there on the pitch. The balls, yeah.
to Verge's feet. Liverpool. There just seems to be more urgency about us.
That's
Well,
nice.
that's nice.
Paul's
for Jota.
not the best.
Cash isn't slow though. So.
Paul wasn't the best. Come on, we just need a goal. Next 5 minutes, get a goal and absolutely put them under the cosh for the last 15. We win this 2-1.
What have you got? Nothing.
And then he's gone reverted back to type.
Trying to work on it.
Yeah, he's just... But it's like no one wants to support when everyone's happy to watch him when he's got the ball. I don't get it, me. You've got to offer him something. You've got to give him a pass. Salah's been anonymous. He hasn't wanted to show for the ball at all.
To be honest with you, mate, you wouldn't even know he's playing. Too many missing today, mate.
No, well, you can tell by the expression what we was watching on the screen there was not pretty by any means. Wow. Yeah, Sulov says, guys, this is Firmino's last game at Anfield. It is.
When he sat on the bench,
Don't know
how fit he is, mate.
Can't do nothing, and it looked like he could go out with a bit of a damp squib.
Squib, which is a firework. I don't
Is
know
it?
if you read the thing.
No, I seen loads of people saying loads of random things, so I wasn't quite sure if I could take any of them as gospel.
The American firework, apparently.
Vase.
Salah on the ball, about time he played into Henderson.
Well, that would make sense then if it was a damp one,
Yeah.
because you're not going off with a bang.
Damp squid works as well, doesn't it? I get that, but
Well, that's why I always thought that's what it was.
that's kind of obvious. It's too obvious, isn't it?
Someone said something there that was, Vase of Flowers says, figuratively speaking, our players are lying on towels by the pool. I don't like that though.
I hate that phrase. I respect what he's trying to say, but I don't like that phrase.
We haven't earned that. When we won the league with 7 games to go, you could see when we came back after that little break that they was on the beach because they knew they had it wrapped up. But yeah, do not. Wow, that's poor. That's poor from Mohamed Salah. That is so poor from Salah. Yes.
Yep.
I agree.
It's all kicking off in the gallery.
I'm going to eat even more. I'm going to lose weight this summer again now. I don't have to worry about us. Oh!
Here he comes.
The two of them. Wow. Let me see those Brazilian flags, ladies and gentlemen. Because he is. It's a 3, it's a triple substitution. Diaz.
There's about 900. Please, can I have your shirt, Bobby? Messages there. Did you see them? Loads of people with placards.
Be ready to go.
So that's Robbo, Diaz, and Hendo gone off.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Oh, not there. Jesus. You got lots of Brazilian flags coming through with it.
Yeah.
Go on, pull it back.
Bobby's first involvement's good.
Bang.
Oh,
Anywhere else but
right
there.
down the middle.
Anywhere else but there.
It was well worked from us, to be fair. The new lads linking up really well. Gakpo just lays it, and I thought he was going to put his laces through it, but he
side foots
doesn't.
it.
Yeah, he side foots it, tries to
It's got
place
to
it.
come off the laces, that, hasn't it?
Yeah, 4,500 of you's nearly watching this. Nearly got 2,000 of you's liking it.
Go on, get us to 2K, guys, please. 2K.
Bobby time. Will Salah finally join the party? Wake up. Milner clips it towards the back post. Gakpo's got chance to...
It's too... Jota headed it too far across back towards Martinez. Is the flag done up? No. So, good old 6 seconds that with the ball in it.
73 minutes played. Unai Emery, a little bit of a master stroke of just he's done it. He's masterminded his way to having it all to hold on to and fight for. It would have been either Diaz. It was either Diaz, Hendo, or Tsimikas. They're the three that went off. So take your pick. Yeah.
What was that?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. That makes sense.
Jones for Jota, yeah. That's right. The conversation about what we did get off the back of that, we didn't remember. So invested in this.
Villa haven't really posed that much of a threat, but they've had something to hold on to, so you can't really blame them. They've had their tactics spot on, really. Early ball into the box. It's always going to get away from Salah there. He's had to run it out of the box. Touch does enough. Oh, amazing feet.
Oh, lucky.
The lay off the Trent just falls short though, and he's going to let him go. That'll do. Yeah, the Thursday night pint might get replaced with other content next season.
Yeah.
Everyone told me Villa was the team to not overlook, and my belief in this Liverpool team has come back to bite me in the arse.
It's always the hope that kills you, mate, isn't it?
Oh yeah, not half. Not half. And that shot goes well wide from McGinn. Whoa.
Goes long, looking for Salah.
She's going to have way too much. She's going to have way too much to do. Way too much to do.
He's quick, but he's not that quick. Do something.
Salah plays. It's a shocking pass that from Salah. Just stabs it. Tries to make a pass when there really wasn't one on.
It's kind of hopeful that. It's not really anything. That's a nothing ball, isn't it? Martinez. bombed it up. Trent wins the header, and it's out for a Villa throw.
My overriding emotions of what should be for today are now going to be ruined with disappointment. Yeah, well.
So second half, we wanted changes. Have you seen anything, any improvement?
There's been a slight improvement. I think we've been a little bit more threatening. Obviously, we've huffed and puffed. We have a goal ruled out for offside. But I could see the reaction when that was ruled out. It looked like it took something away from us. Oh, that's broke nice fortuitously though for Liverpool. That's broke through. Come on.
Can you?
Oh, why are you trying to chop there? You did that with Spurs, man. You just took that on your weak foot and just hit it. Wow. Just the way he just breaks for him. Milner plays a ball into the middle. He just breaks for Cole. He's got acres of space. He gets the pass right. Jota's touches him bad. It holds the ball.
That one's awful.
Yeah, maybe the first just needs to take it away from his body a little bit more, and it doesn't. But he can still put his laces through it. I don't know. Yeah, well. SM says at least Everton are losing. I mean, yeah, if you're looking for silver linings, but
We're not.
Just looking for Liverpool to do the job. But do you know what, mate? To be fair, Liverpool on a number of occasions this season just haven't done their job. If we'd have worried about ourselves and not looked at Everton, not looked at City, Arsenal, Man U, Newcastle, and we would have just done our job, we'd comfortably be in top 4. They've had us off, yeah. They've had us off.
I thought Fabinho had already been booked.
Maybe, he escaped that first one in the first half, didn't he?
It's a soft one, that, isn't it? He's gone down there holding his face like smacked by Mike Tyson. That gone back right. Okay. Come on, Liverpool.
Last 10
big plus
push,
about 15
offside.
left with injury time and substitutions and what have you. We need to wake up. We need to get this going. We need to play on the front foot. Can't have Bobby being signed off with a home defeat against Villa. Is he on? He's strong, isn't he? Could be a corner. Goal kick.
A lot of disappointed faces.
So Errol, looks like this, as it is going to mean Europa League football. What's your thoughts on that?
Fabinho's come off. Europa League football, keep Kelleher. My gut's telling me, don't let him go now. Keep hold of him for one more season. He'll get plenty of football with us if we have to play in that competition. We're not going to need Alisson for every single game. And I think it's a good opportunity for him to really get not only the experience, but that level as well is probably the right level for him to be playing consistently every single week. He wants to play one game a week. Europa League will give him the opportunity to do that for the whole season.
And we'll find out a bit more about him because he's been great in the finals and some of the cup games leading up to the finals and what have you. The big question is, if he'd moved from Liverpool and gone somewhere else, no one really knows what he's like 20 games in a row in the Premier League, do they? So,
Salah offside there. Yeah.
It's a good step, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like,
Why run it? Yeah, that's me first. You know, that's my initial thought. That fraud. And then obviously you're looking at the Bajetiches. There he is there, pans to him. I don't think it was intentionally for him, but he's there. You look at it and you think the Curtis Jones, the Harvey Elliots, the Carvalhos, depending on his situation come start of next season. There are a few young players there that will get the opportunity to get more minutes in the legs.
But is the change in system. We've worked all this time turning Harvey Elliott into an 8. Something that was said at the show last night. I think Chris Pajak said it. We've been working all this time to make Elliott an 8.
Mm-hmm.
This system doesn't cater for an 8 down that side. So what do we do with him?
In this new system, doesn't cater for him. Yeah, but he could play on the wing in Europa.
So as a replacement for Mo Salah.
Yeah,
I think he's got the pace to play out wide.
You could play that role differently than what Salah does. You've got to make it your own. You can't sit there and say you're going to be a speed merchant.
No, I get that, but transition is quite a lot of our game, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that would slow. I've always said that would slow the transition.
That would
down.
slow the transition down, but that's if it depends if you want to be the one who starts the transition or do you want to be the one that receives the ball at the end. You've got to be quick enough to get yourself in the mix. Oh, that's poor from Salah. That's so poor.
The ball from Trent was ridiculous, by the way.
You've got to be able to get yourself in the mix. Or if you're going to start the transition, you've got to move the ball quick because you're not going to be the one to finish it off. So it all just depends to me, mate. I understand what you're saying about him. Doesn't really suit him to be in the 8 in this kind of formation at the moment for us. But I think with the Europa League, there's plenty of ways for you to experiment and see how else you can fit into this Liverpool setup. There's another one, sweeper keeper there this time. Martinez deals with it. And then, of course, you're going to have new signings. We've spoke already a couple of times about the time that Klopp has taken to bed certain people in. Don't mind that if they get the opportunity to get better than in the Europa League, if you know that you're going to get a particular level out of Curtis Jones.
Every time offside.
Wow.
Bobby caught this time. Oh, frustrating this.
Yeah, really.
We've just had not to feed off in the second half, have we? Errol's killed the set.
Oh, fucking hell. I'm not even going to try and get up and fix it. It'll be fixed.
No.
We've got 10 minutes left.
I'll get down.
If I go down there, I'm not getting back up. Fucking hell. Errol on a rampage.
He's fuming.
I am.
Errol on the rampage is fuming.
I have devoed. I've been saying it. We was going to get 71 points. I genuinely believed it. I thought, and we could do enough to get the 71 points over the last couple of games. And to be honest, apart from those 3 chances, in the Villa haven't caused us a host of problems. They've not been relentless.
Second half's been different, hasn't
Yeah.
it? First half, we went off at half time saying could have been 3-0 to Villa. Second half, whilst Liverpool have given us nothing to get excited about, there's been a lack of energy to the game. They haven't really created anything. You're quite right.
There's been absolutely nothing. But
I
yeah.
suppose the other way to look at it, Errol, is that if we get to 71 points and the teams above us go beyond that, then, or we don't get to 78 points and they do get above the 71, then it wouldn't have made any difference anyway.
No.
This is why I've made the point before that one game does not sort of
change anything at this stage.
Define
no,
what's going on in the season.
No, not at all. But as I say, the least we could do after the season we've had is finish on the 71 points, and then what will be will be. That gives you the best opportunity to be in at that stage in the season. That would have given us the best opportunity to have been in top 4.
What's that?
That's awful. If we don't get it, then you can say, all right, well, towards the back end of the season we did everything that we could. It's not been good enough throughout consistently.
I've got to say, I'm really disappointed by this. It's last game of the season, what we've seen in 87 minutes. Last game of the season at home. Big furore about saying bye to a legend of the football club. And we've served up this. I'm beyond disappointed with what I'm seeing at the moment, mate.
No, I get it. I'm disappointed as well, to be fair. Yeah. I expected better. I really did expect better. And it's not often that we lose home games as well. Like
2 this year, the league. YOLO. That feels like a smash and grab from Villa. I'm not sure it's even that.
Yeah.
I think
if it was the other way round, I mean, you'd have got the goal late and it would. They've just
We've
been
just kind
hanging
of
in.
often not had anything to.
We haven't even been a big bad wolf today, man. We ain't been moving like. We haven't moved like a top 4 team.
That's true.
So,
but
are you surprised that way?
But at the moment, are we a top 4 team?
No.
League tables don't lie, do they? We show. I mean, that's dreadful. We show flashes that we can be a top 4 team, but not.
Nah, flashes isn't enough though. Flashes is not enough. You can't get into the top 4 showing flashes, because there will be 3 other teams or 4 other teams that will be more consistent than you. You might have some big standout performances, you might have some great comebacks and all the rest of it, but these bastards are gonna make a fool of me again. I know it. Oh! Why you have to do me like this, yeah? Why do you have to do me like this? Ah! Hey! Oh! I don't know why
Who is it?
You fucking know who it is.
I know who it is, yeah. But it's only one though. It's not. I know. Yeah. It'd be nice to get a song on. I don't know which song we should play. I've got a feeling we should dedicate a song to. Oh! It's Bobby! Oh, come on! You don't know. The best in the world is Bobby Firmino. Oh, and I give the world a show every time. Si, senor. Give the ball to Bobby, will score. That the club wants you to know. The best in the world is Bobby Firmino. What's happened here? Our number 9, Porter scored every time.
Yes!
He's onside. Thanks for that.
Senor.
The first thing, Salah, outside of the foot assist. Wow.
Oh, that's a big,
and again,
didn't it?
and again, and again. Wow. Wow. The best in the world is Bobby Firmino. Number 9. Give the balls and score every time. Here we go. Wow. 10 minutes.
Give the
10
balls
minutes.
Bobby, he will score. Something that the cop wants you to know.
Added time, 10 minutes.
The best in the world is Bobby Firmino.
Number 9. He's the ball and he'll score every time.
Si, senor.
If these do this now, if these do this now, yeah, I promise
Promise what?
that like I might lose my shit.
We might lose. If he scores again, we're off doing that.
I know, innit? Yeah. If he scores again, I'm gonna go ballistic.
If he scores again or we score again,
Let's get some Brazilian flags up in this chat,
we
please.
expect to be joined by our socials man for a celebration.
Wow. Come on. Oh. Interesting. I mean, a 1-1 draw is better than 1-0 loss. It is. It cheers me up. There's plenty for me to now at least.
It's still not a great game, but it's been softened by Bobby's got his goal.
Yeah.
Some things are so obvious you just can't write them, aren't they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Caleb Ship says, Errol, disappointing end to the season / Bobby scores with a karate kick. He does. He does. Whew. Wow, what a roller coaster. This team, this team still update the results. We're going to get the updates on the scores. Don't worry, we got Toms on the 1s and 2s. Ball goes over. Keep that in. Well done there, Simicast. Good delivery. Needed.
Corner
and
ball.
Liverpool get a corner. Come on.
Charlotte Hardy member for 34 months with a Senor comment.
I will not be presenting my undergarments if we score another goal. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's for your sake.
I was asking for that.
Some random in the chat. Someone definitely said it though.
Someone wants to see your pants, mate.
Do. It was Tony Delta Blues. And Liverpool take the corner. It's going to be another corner. Another corner. Come on. Come on. Come on. We've got 8 minutes. We've got plenty of time. Please. Senor. Give the ball to Bobby. He will score. Oh.
He went for it.
He did.
Come back out to...
Come on.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
Yes,
flick it.
Oh! Flick. Another corner. Elliot's screaming for a handball there. I think he'd be lucky.
Oh. I don't even really want to watch. I do want to watch, but I don't want to watch because I've got like hope again now, and it's going to...
Oh, Salah.
Emi Martin is just holding on to the ball for dear life. Seven minutes left. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Oh, that'll do. Give us a free kick.
One are you giving us?
Come on. 1, 2 or 3. Aye.
We have to say thank you for the super chat. Not sure. And Solskjaer has won it.
Maybe.
Fair play for the support. If you want to spend your money to do that, that's up to you.
At least Bobby got his goal. Yeah, it was always inevitable, but we could have done more.
Are we in?
And that's going to be a corner. That'll do us. If that little touch, goes on to mean something. Come on. The omens, man. It's a beautiful day. It's been lovely in the city. It's like you were out there in Rio. We've got everybody willing the ball to get across the line, screaming for Bobby. Come on. Ah.
After Harvey, what have you got with it? Gotta go. Oh, you don't need to be shooting from there.
5 minutes left. Yeah, VAR's not done us dirty. Yeah, it's just trying to be a hero. You don't need to be a hero with 5 minutes left to go. Just be patient.
In other news, Everton have equalised.
Everton have equalised?
Yeah.
So they haven't lost?
What?
They haven't lost either?
1-1.
And I'm meeting again. I'm stressed.
Oh.
We are waiting for assistance, and as soon as I know what's going on, you'll know. But Bobby Firmino scored. A Bobby Brace or a Millie penalty. Do you think if we did get a penalty now, he'd give up penalty responsibilities to Milner?
No.
Absolutely not. Another chance there from Liverpool. He's hoping and praying there, isn't he? He's still hoping and praying. Come on. Why is the game still going on? Because Villa have been wasting time from like the 5th minute of the game. Bodies going down like they've been shot up. Just ridiculous. The amount of subs we've made, they've made. There's still 4 minutes to play. Liverpool could create one more big chance. And I think the roof would be it would go off if Bobby Firmino gets to the goal. Or gets another goal.
I think if we get another goal, the roof comes off, mate. But if it's him, yeah, you'll hear it from here, mate.
One more chance. Come on. Just something. Do me something. Oh, it's just too much on it. We've not looked great, though. This has been a very, very... it's just not been the one. He's the worst keeper you want when you've got... for just time wasting,
totally.
Oh.
Right,
on a
what
bike.
can you do? What can
Come
you
on,
do,
come on, Gakpo. Come on, Cody. It's not all you, but come on. Direct from Jota. Come on. Not bad. Better. Ah, that's been you all game, man. So lazy. Ah. Ah. Yeah, wow. Everyone's saying
Levi, yeah, sorry, I mean, would you rather have Everton or Leeds go down? Typo in the last chat.
obviously Everton.
Not really asked. The honest answer. There's a certain amount of comedy if Everton go down. I just want us to be better. Go on! Oh, come on!
Villa are hanging on here at this point, by the way. They are literally hanging on at this point. That's not a great ball, though, by James Milner. Not a great ball. Ah, well. And that again. Liverpool's unbeaten run continues now, but unfortunately it's not the result that we wanted. Wow.
That's a foul.
Yeah,
Well
but wow.
there. Strength.
Still does well. Ref, you let a man get harassed. Do something about it. He was getting assaulted right in front of you. Seconds left. We're probably asking way too much at this point, but there's been nearly 7k of you watching in the chat. Thank you very much. Make sure that you go follow everybody on the socials. Make sure you follow the channel on the socials. Drop a like on your way out the door before you clock off the stream. Thank you very much for watching us for wherever you've been watching from around the world.
Thank you, guys.
Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 1, and that
claims of that will be all she wrote.
Yeah, surely.
Well, it will be now. That was 6 seconds. 6 seconds, really?
There we.
What was that, Harvey?
There we go. There we go.
And there it is.
Wow.
It's a disappointing draw, isn't it?
Someone said 89 minutes he'd scored as well. Someone said that in the chat before. He'll come on this time and he'll score in the 89th minute.
Fair play.
I can't remember who it was, but someone definitely did put that in the chat before.
Don't send it to you if it's not. But you can tell us the truth.
Wow. Give me some power. Go away, Dan United. How do we unpack that?
Well, we're going to sit for a moment and...
What a game. What a game. Liverpool legend Bobby Firmino signing off on his last day at Anfield, and he still ends up on the score sheet. What an impact this man's had. And as you said before, he has been the building blocks to all the good things that has happened with this team over the last 4 or 5 years. It's been incredible. He took us on an incredible journey. He's won everything with us. I want to almost park that performance and just purely talk about him.
I agree.
because I think he deserves that. I don't think that was a performance really deserving of a send-off. And, you know, the fact that there's a number of players that are leaving today, so I don't really want to feel like they get missed out either. But I think he's been an absolutely phenomenal player for this Liverpool side over the years.
Just a quick super chat, Nathan T. Here's some money from the United fan because you ain't getting it from the Champions League. Thanks very much for that.
Appreciate
We'll
it.
take it.
Appreciate it, bro. But yeah, I think he's been absolutely phenomenal for us. I think his personality, his attitudes towards the game as well, being so integral to bedding in the Alissons, the Fabinhos, the South American players that we've had over the years. They've all really taken to him and his approach, and he's adapted to Liverpool. We know Liverpool's a very unique city. It's not going to be for absolutely everybody, but they've definitely made it their own and made roots here as well with the families that they've had and brought up. So absolutely incredible human being, incredible footballer, intelligence off the charts, and I just wish that performance was more befitting of the legacy that you've left us. But it is what it is. You still left your mark on that game. How do you feel?
So we talk about the Klopp era in earnest getting going because Bobby Firmino gave him all the things that the false nine should do. Yet here he is on his 31 years old on his last performance for the football club before he moves on, bailing Klopp's team out yet again. 31 is no age to be leaving a football club. Today, in instances there, we've seen how well Cody Gakpo looks after the ball. Bobby's decision for me has been brought about by the fact he's had a glimpse of the future, which is Gakpo. He will help soften the blow of losing Bobby Firmino, but in my lifetime, in your lifetime, we've seen many great players, Gerrards of this world, Acid Dalglish, pack it in, Graham Souness left to go to Italy, Ian Rush ended his career. Proper legends built within the fabric of the football club have moved on. Bobby's in that conversation. Bobby's there.
Yeah, he definitely is, mate. 100%. Well, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of chat where we're going to wax lyrical about Bobby Firmino, and I think he deserves it as well. So from me anyway, that's the last home game of the season, and I'm gutted. Again, we don't really lose many when the Stees and the Errols are in the studios to do these home games, but it's not the result that we was wanting for today.
100%. So don't forget to join us because El's going to be doing fan reaction and he's going to do the fan ratings, the player ratings show at the board, and then Dan and I will be along with the instant match reaction. Thanks for joining us. Nearly 6.5K at one stage. Been a pleasure to spend the afternoon with you. Thanks very much and si senor.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed that show. Do you want to get your hands on some amazing Liverpool merchandise? Well, if you become a Redmen Plus Club legend on a yearly subscription, we'll instantly send you 2 merch codes to get you 2 pieces of merchandise from redmenmerch.com. T-shirts are amazing. Go and get yourselves one. Simply become a Redmen Plus Club legend on a yearly subscription and that code will be in your inbox very, very shortly.